Welcome back to the Porcupine Presents and our month-long celebration of love poetry throughout February. One poem each day with a touch of commentary to savor afterward. Today's poem is Litany by Billy Collins, former U.S. Poet Laureate and master of the warm, witty, conversational love poem. Litany is Collins at his most disarming, a poem that begins by borrowing the lofty metaphors of traditional romantic verse. You are the bread and the knife, the crystal goblet and the wine, and then gleefully undercuts them with humor, humility, and affection. This is a poem that loves love, but refuses to take it, or itself, too seriously. Litany by Billy Collins. You are the bread and the knife, the crystal goblet and the wine. Jacques Criquillon. You are the bread and the knife, the crystal goblet and the wine. You are the dew on the morning grass and the burning wheel of the sun. You are the white apron of the baker and the marsh birds suddenly in flight. However, you are not the wind in the orchard, the plums on the counter, or the house of cards. And you are certainly not the pine-scented air. There is just no way that you are the pine-scented air. It is possible that you are the fish under the bridge, maybe even the pigeon on the general's head, but you are not even close to being the field of cornflowers at dusk. And a quick look in the mirror will show that you are neither the boots in the corner nor the boat asleep in its boathouse. It might interest you to know, speaking of the plentiful imagery of the world, that I am the sound of rain on the roof. I also happen to be the shooting star, the evening paper blowing down an alley, and the basket of chestnuts on the kitchen table. I am also the moon in the trees, and the blind woman's teacup. But don't worry, I'm not the bread and the knife. You are still the bread and the knife. You will always be the bread and the knife. Not to mention the crystal goblet and, somehow, the wine. Litany is Collins's gentle reminder that love poems aren't just for marble statues and trembling violins. They're for real, awkward, funny human beings. Collins begins by imitating the kind of overblown metaphors poets have used for centuries. But then he shifts, turning the poem into a kind of playful inventory. You, my love, can be the bread and the knife, but maybe not the field of corn or the plow, and certainly not the pine-scented air. It's affectionate teasing. A poem that says, I love you enough to joke with you. I love you in real life, not in a sonnet-shaped fantasy. One of the loveliest aspects of Litany is how it balances humor with genuine emotion. By the end, the poem's playfulness becomes a kind of intimacy. Collins is telling us that love doesn't require perfect metaphors. It requires attention, specificity, and the freedom to laugh together. Tomorrow, another poem, another angle on love's endless vocabulary.